The town of Eldervale sat perpetually under a shroud of gray clouds, a fitting atmosphere for the curious blend of dread and fascination that surrounded the dilapidated Victorian mansion at its perimeter. Known simply as the Davenport House, it was a chilling spectacle, its windows gaping hollow like accusing eyes, the woodwork ornate yet neglected, draped in a sepulchre of ivy. The house had stood vacant for decades, after the last heir of the Davenport lineage, a young woman named Isolde, vanished mysteriously. Local folklore wove stories of ghostly shadows that moved of their own accord upon the cracked walls, whispers drifting down the corridors despite the absence of wind. One evening, driven by a mix of morbid curiosity and youthful bravado, her friends ventured into the hushed gloom of the mansion. Marco, the skeptical leader, Clara, the believer in all things paranormal, Liam, the ever-protective realist, and Tess, whose fearless nature skirted recklessness. As they entered, the musty odor of decay greeted them, tinged with the faintest perfume of lavender, believed to be Isolde's scent. Tess laughed it off, but Clara was visibly unnerved. They wandered the first floor, the wooden boards creaking underfoot despite their careful steps. In the grand hall, a portrait loomed, a woman in a lavender dress, eyes like twin enigmas boring into their souls. Isolde, Clara murmured, feeling the air grow colder as she stepped closer. Marco rolled his eyes and suggested they move upstairs. Upstairs, the rooms appeared untouched, frozen in time. A chill climbed over them as they found a door slightly ajar at the end of the hallway. Inside was a study, cluttered with dust-covered tomes and strange, outdated devices, a remnant from the Davenport's fascination with the supernatural. Liam, uneasy, felt drawn to an ornate mirror, tarnished and old. As he peered into its depths, a flicker of movement caught his eye. He gasped, seeing not his own reflection, but the visage of Isolde, her expression one of mournful entreaty. Before he could shout a warning, the room became a cacophony of whispers. "Leave," they urged, echoing like ripples through the air. The friends felt the walls themselves contract, every exit shadowed by unseen forces.